going on, Jerome's? Happy New Year out there, one and all. I know that a lot of people have a lot of New Year's resolutions. New year, new me? No. Same me. Just more me. I don't know. But yeah, Happy New Year to everyone out there, to the Jeromes, to the families. Health, happiness, success, and everything and all that 2025. Let's make it the best year by hoisting that Jerome Barty for the first time in 12 times in the next 10 years. Woo! Love to see that. Also, something you love to see. So Slinging Sam Darnold, a.k.a. America's quarterback, just really been embraced by this Vikings team. And there's a couple reasons why. Dane Mizutani, Pioneer Press. Wes Phillips on Vikings OC Wes Phillips on Sam Darnold. He's a guy's guy type of guy. It doesn't get any more football than that. That is the most football guy line out there, which makes sense. Plus, the whole thing about Darnold, I mean, you've seen quarterbacks who can be prima donnas. It's about me. Darnold's all about we, right? And O'Connell's talked about it too, where the defense, everyone else on this team, they respect the hell out of Sam Darnold because he's not boisterous. Like he's not about self-promotion. He's about putting in that work, first in the building, last to leave, and then performing on Sundays, getting the rock to the playmakers and putting up points and doing the damn thing. And that's exactly what Slinging Sam Darnold has done. And I mean, the vibes are immaculate right now. And I'm one of the largest J.J. McCarthy supporters out there, but if the Timberwolves have shown you anything, don't upset immaculate vibes and chemistry for a couple of bucks. Dollars that you can afford to spend, by the way. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying, run it back. I guess we'll see. Also, with O'Connell, who's completely fixed. I will try to fix you. NFL on Fox podcast. This is from Jay Glazer. Whether Sam Darnold stays or goes somewhere else, he's a better quarterback forever for being with Kevin O'Connell. And that's true. Like, you can never discount what good coaching will bring. Instilling good habits, showing him the right way to go about things, the process, right? And O'Connell always talks about Darnold's football journey and the paths crossed. And whether this is a long-term thing, whether this is a one and done, I do think that Darnold is going to go out and find success because of what he's learned here in the great state of Minnesota with O'Connell, this coaching staff, these weapons, and everything, all right? And it makes you feel, it's a double-edged sword because on one hand, you want to run it back with Darnold, see if you can build on this obvious chemistry and success. Also, I mean, it makes you feel really good about the future with J.J. McCarthy. Also, I mean, say Darnold leaves or is tagged and traded, and then you got J.J. McCarthy as your quarterback one, who's going to have a starring role. You got Daniel Jones as your backup, and then all of a sudden, like, you flip Daniel Jones. Woo! We are a flipping quarterback factory, which I kind of like him, man. And speaking of Kevin O'Connell. So the latest tell us what's the weirdest thing in your locker. Apparently Andrew Bagels DePaola has a mug of Kevin O'Connell. It says, "Our coach is hotter than your coach," which I don't know if this is officially licensed, but is this just trying to get brownie points? Like, DePaola, you're an all-pro long snapper. I don't think you're going to get replaced, right? But it's kind of funny. Where even though like the wife says so the wife says that Kevin O'Connell is handsome, except he's too tall for her. She likes the short kings. I don't know. Also, I got a little melanin going on, so maybe that's it. Don't know. Something I do know is the Lions' brashness definitely grates on your nerves. And Amon-Ra St. Brown, I have all the respect in the world for him. I think that the Sun God is one of the best, if not the best, slot receiver in the game, who purely plays in the slot, basically. Except the whole chip on your shoulder. Oh, this is how many receivers are drafted from me. That wears thin very, very quickly, right? And going into San Francisco, getting revenge for the NFC title game in a game that ultimately didn't matter for the Lions. But what if the Vikings-Lions tied? That wasn't going to happen. Shut up. We spanked these boys. And also, I thought that the NFL has a hard stance against corporal punishment in parenting, where Amon-Ra got to do the belt off whip right in the face, like he's Indiana Jones touchdown celebration. Adrian Peterson will spend a full year because of that. Not saying, I'm just saying. Right, but we spanked these, but please. Congratulations on spanking a 6-win team with an overrated ass quarterback, a team that's completely mailed in this season, ravaged by injuries, even though, yes, the Lions defense had some injuries too. And also, they've completely quit on Shanahan. other than that, you guys did really good. Awesome. Congratulations on winning your Super Bowl, right? Also, so this stood out. Ari Marioff, the Lions are the first team in NFL history to have 2 running backs, Montgomery and Gibbs, and 2 wide receivers, Amon-Ra and Jameson, each reach 1,000+ yards in a season. No, worth noting that it didn't take 17 games to get there. 100%, Ben Johnson knew what every player needed to get. And 100%, he's got like a little abacus on his play caller sheet because he wanted this to show off how smart he is. And just so he can put that on his resume. It's like, oh, look what I can do. Oh, look what I'm throwing to Dan Skipper. Oh, Penei Sewell's lining up at wide receiver. See, that's the difference in the battle between Ben Johnson and Brian Flores. Brian Flores, been there, done that, got the T-shirt, right? He's just about coaching high-quality ball. Ben Johnson just wants to show to everyone else how high of an IQ he has. Congratulations. Cool. It's okay. Hey, all of this work just to lose Wild Card Weekend against the Buccaneers. All of this work. It's kind of rough, man. Also, speaking of rough, I forgot that Za'Darius was on the Lions. So did Lions fans, apparently. But Za'Darius talking about it coming down to Week 18. Vikes fan page. Former Vikings and current Lions edge rusher Za'Darius Smith previews their matchup on Sunday. Quote, we was talking about it yesterday when Minnesota, actually won. I told the guys I'd rather win it at home anyway. It will feel more special. So the Vikings had allegedly lost against the Packers. The Lions would have clinched the NFC North on the 1 seed, but okay, let's play for it then, as opposed to just having to hand it to. It's okay. And also, the over-under for the game is 57.5. Woo! It's going to be a shootout, baby. I trust the Flores defense a lot more than Aaron Glenn's defense in a shootout. We'll get a couple sacks. We will get a couple of takeaways. And Sam Darnold needs 5 touchdowns to break the single-season touchdown record. I think he might get it. I really think that he might. Also, so this is interesting. Aaron Schatz, Sam Darnold is now up to 15 DPI flags for 328 yards a season. One of the top 10 DPI seasons ever. Here's a list of the top 10 led by Brad Johnson, 1999. So after the 98 Vikings, the Vikings extended Randall Cunningham. They traded Brad Johnson, who was the initial starter in 98, to Washington. Head coach Norv for a first, second, and a third-round pick. It was glorious. It's good times. But also, the pick that the Vikings got from Washington, they drafted Dante at 11. Get your roll on, baby. Anyways, but the Vikings have 15 DPIs for 328 yards, singing Sam Darnold getting up there. And guess what? This is the Jefferson-Addison effect, right? Because they're going to beat you, so you may as well grab and hold on. And that's what's going to happen with the Lions secondary. Because that's all they can do. And, of course, we know for a fact that the refs are just going to give it to the Lions. So you got to play better than the refs ref, and we'll just go from there. Also, speaking of the Vikings defense, Golick. I miss Mike and Mike. Everyone liked Mike and Mike. I don't know why they broke up. But Golick on the DraftKings Network. Golick says teams like the Vikings, Lions, and Ravens have one clear identity: light up the scoreboard every chance they get. Quote, it's going to be the offenses that keep them in games. They're going to have to match score for score because the defense is giving up points, even though the Vikings are the number 4 scoring defense in the league. But that's part of knowing your identity, knowing exactly what you have to do, and having the ability to do it. Now, he's right that the Vikings offense can go shot for shot with anyone. Right? The Vikings offense can go in a shootout and win with anybody in the league. But I think you sleep on the Vikings defense. Like, sure, there's some cracks you gotta be concerned of, but they're tied for first in turnovers with 31. They're top 3 in pressures and sacks, and also they're number 4 in points allowed. So they can do this thing. And the Vikings have won in a myriad of ways. Someday the defense has it. Someday the offense has it. Sometimes neither one have it. Sometimes only one has it. But the Vikings find a way to life finds a way. That's what they do, man. So either way, like I do trust the Flores defense in a shootout, because even if some points and yards are being put on the board, this team will make a play when they need to. A strip sack, a turnover celly, something I love. Fox Sports PR. Lots of people tuned in for America's Game of the Week. 26.4 million tuned in to watch the Vikings-Packers in NFL on Fox Week 17 Thriller, the most watched event of the week across any network. And just imagine what Sunday Night Football ratings are going to be. I don't know, Super Bowl adjacent type ratings. But, of course, there's only one other late afternoon game, and that was Dolphins at Browns. So not a lot of competition, but people love this Vikings team. They're hard not to love, and they play an exciting brand of football, and that's exactly what's going on here. But all that matters, Sunday. First day of practice today. Vikings focused. Lions are not. Bring it on. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. Happy New Year. Skull, production value.